We've all been there. You're in the middle of a perfectly calm dinner, or maybe a casual Slack thread at work, and someone says those four words, "I completely disagree with you." In an instant, something shifts. Your chest tightens. Your face feels a sudden warmth. Your heart starts a rhythmic drumming against your ribs. It's not just a difference of opinion anymore. It feels like an attack. You aren't just annoyed, you are primordially angry. But why? Why does a disagreement about a movie, a political stance, or a project direction trigger the same internal alarm as a physical threat? Today, we're looking at the hidden architecture of the defensive brain and why feeling angry when you're contradicted isn't a flaw in your character, but a feature of your survival. To understand this anger, we have to travel back, not just to your childhood, but to our ancestors. From a neuroscientific perspective, when your beliefs are challenged, your brain doesn't see a debate. It sees a predator. The moment a contradiction hits your ears, your amygdala, the brain's emotional smoke detector, screams danger. In the ancient world, being rejected or corrected by the tribe often meant social exile, which was essentially a death sentence. Even though we are now arguing over spreadsheets instead of hunting grounds, your brain hasn't received the memo. It floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline, forcing you into fight or flight mode. That heat in your cheeks, that's your body preparing for a battle that doesn't actually exist. You aren't small-minded, you're simply biologically wired to survive. Then there is the psychological itch, known as cognitive dissonance. We all carry a mental model of how the world works. It's our internal map, and we rely on it to feel safe. When someone presents a fact that contradicts your map, it creates a profound sense of mental instability. It's uncomfortable. It's disorienting. For the brain, the fastest way to resolve this discomfort isn't to sit down and meticulously redraw the map. That takes too much energy. The shortcut? It's to reject the new information entirely. Anger acts as a shield, a way for the mind to push away the invading idea so it can maintain its internal equilibrium. We get angry because it's easier to be mad at someone else than to feel the ground shifting beneath our own feet. But perhaps the deepest reason we flare up is because of coupling. For many of us, our opinions aren't just things we have, they are things we are. We fall into a logical trap. If you reject my idea, you are rejecting me. We weld our self-esteem to our perspectives. So when someone critiques your strategy at work or your taste in art, your ego interprets it as a self-preservation war. When opinions and identity are fused, a simple conversation becomes a battlefield for dominance. Anger becomes a tool to reclaim control, a way to shout, "I am still here and I am still right," even when the facts suggest otherwise. So how do we move past this instinct? It starts with a simple separation. Try telling yourself, "I am the observer, not the opinion." Your thoughts are like weather. They pass through you, but they are not the sky itself. And when you feel that surge of heat, try the 3-second pause. It sounds trivial, but those 3 seconds are a biological bridge. They allow the signal to travel from your emotional, reactive amygdala to your rational prefrontal cortex. In that tiny gap, you stop being a passenger to your biology and start becoming the pilot. Anger is an instinct, but noticing that anger is the beginning of evolution. Being wrong isn't a defeat. It's the moment the world gets a little bit bigger than you thought it was. If you found this exploration helpful, consider checking out the resources in the description below. They're designed to help you navigate these mental loops and find a bit more clarity in the noise. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to keep exploring the why behind the who we are. Until next time.